Welcome to Pullman, Washington. Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars, and the anticipation is running high on the Palouse. A top 5 showdown is in store, and you can set the tone and set the pace for what your season is going to be like by winning a game like this early. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Washington State Cougars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Cougars will get this season underway as toe meets leather. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense set on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Wildcats moving quickly to the line.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front 7 and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
Arizona runs out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun, running back gets to give. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Comes out throwing on first down. He's going to fire deep. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Touchdown, Wazoo! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He's up to 47 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy. Arizona in a hurry. Leaves it with the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Just going to keep it after the snap. Oh, it's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Wants to throw. It's Sharp. He slings it deep to the left. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And the return man just kept finding alleys to run in, and he gets it to the 46-yard line.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, you dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David.
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Arizona! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw, it's Sharp. Feeling some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
You want to talk about a decision that could blow up in your face, going for it inside your own 40. Looking deep. Makes a catch past the sticks. Off he goes. Touchdown, Cougar! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, heavyweights trading punches today in a top-5 battle, and now it's a final. Arizona State was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Sun Devils team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. A top-5 clash and a thoroughly impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. From the gun, the ground game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Arizona right back to the line. He's got it on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel package. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
On 3rd down, going up top. He's got his man. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Washington State, 14. Arizona, 7.
And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on that one. 1st down, they dial up the pass play. You're not able to get him on the ground, and now they've gotten another 1st down.
That gives him 100 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out 1st downs on a penalty. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Wildcats are in the hurry up. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
A first down run in the red zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. They got stuffed on 2nd down, and still they need 1 yard here on 3rd and goal. 4th down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. They'll run it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Open space at the 25. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Sharp. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the quarterback is snowed under.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. And it was flat. Missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
Yeah, it's just the throw the quarterback would love to have back. His guy's wide open. It looked to me like maybe he was overstriding or straining a little bit too much on the throw. The nose of the ball was diving, and he, of course, threw it into the ground. That's one he'd like to do over.
He'll take the deep shot. Makes a catch at the 15. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Number 0.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
He'll bring it out. It's right. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half.
And he breaks into the open. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Using his legs to buy some time. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Looking for a man. It's Sharp. He's got his man. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Washington State going back to work on 1st down. Quarterback checking off. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Running back goes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. One more snap coming before halftime. From the gun, the running back has it. Gets away from one, finds some space. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Arizona will kick off to get the second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's right. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping the run, setting up 4th and inches. Listen, this is a no-brainer. If I can't get inches, I don't deserve to win. I'm coming downhill. I'm playing physical. I'm picking my play, whether it's quarterback sneak, fullback dive, whatever it is that we do great, and I'm going to get my inches.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Here's the handoff. Wrestled down at the 20. Gain of 4.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. To the ground. He's got it again. They get him down, but not before he picks up 6 to the 7-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football
and flew down with some bad intentions.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And it's caught. Touchdown, Arizona. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by just 4 to NC State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Give to the running back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback will audible. Looking downfield, it's Sharp. Unloads it downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. What a snag by the defense. Taking it the other way. The 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Arizona. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And right down the middle. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. Quarterback extends the play. He'll throw it. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They go to the ground. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9.
Second down.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
It is good. And wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 1st and goal, let's see what Arizona does. Let's go. Looking to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
On the play. It's now 2nd and goal. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Arizona. Washington State, 24.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Garcia wants to throw. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. 3rd and goal from way back there. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And this one splits the uprights.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Washington State going quickly. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Looking to buy time. Still on his feet at the 45. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. looking for a man. It's Sharp. Getting some heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. At the 35, he's got room.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe once in your life. He's just been open everywhere on the field. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. He's turning these defenders around. They just simply can't cover him.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying to find his man on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Makes his connection. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. Looking for the score. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Quarterback never saw his guy early enough. He was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down saying, yo, I'm here, throw it to me. But by that time, the defense had already figured out where he was, and because of the late throw, they're able to come up with the interception.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And when the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one play.
Quick completion to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Handoff from the gun. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Garcia to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly complete. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
That is how you rise to the occasion late in the game. Your defense had to come up big, had to get the offense the football back. You're trailing by a little bit. Now, let's go make this thing even more special.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He wants to start this drive with a pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Brings up third down.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Scanning the field, it's Sharp. He's going up top here late in the game. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. They'll give it to him again. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. And now on 3rd down after that last run. To the ground to try to move the chains. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterback sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be interesting to see if this offense wants to roll the dice.
Yeah, and most of the time, I'm rolling the dice. I'm going to be aggressive. And as a defense, you also know that too. And you're ready. You're not caught off guard by offenses nowadays going for it on 4th down.
And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. First order of business here, don't give up a big return, then the defense just has to keep them out of the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's right. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Now 7 defensive backs on the field getting ready for a passing down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Someone not clear on the snap count, it'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
To the air, it's Sharp. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cougars.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. Run play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. He definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coach,